and of course, the service that we provide you. Our pharmacists and pharmacy, we always invite you, welcome, and we provide you good information. So, good morning. We want to say good morning to some of our avid listeners. We know Andrew Joseph, Gally the electrician, staff, of course, at Fresh Mac and the Best Price, Wayne and me and Robertson Laura, Ocho the mechanic, Annie Albert, and Nichols and Pamela. Morning to you. In Canada, Debbie, morning to you. Joe and Barbara, morning to you. Dr. Banis, Joe Christmas, morning to you. Dr. Hamlet and Ronald and Edith. So morning to all our listeners out there. Good. So this morning, we're going to review the importance of regular checkups and preventative screenings for long-term health. It's a reminder, it's a review. So if we can get persons to think about the need for preventative screenings, healthcare checkups, so that's what we want to do. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook our health, especially when we feel fine, and that's what happens. We're very busy, we're occupied, and we tend to overlook our health. Many of us wait until something goes wrong before seeking medical attention. But what if the key to a longer, healthier life lies not in waiting for symptoms, but in taking proactive steps to monitor our health? This is where regular checkups and preventative screenings come into play. So that's what we're going to talk about. What you can do, what you need to do. Regular checkups and preventative screenings are not just for those who are already feeling unwell or those who are at risk of serious conditions. So, a regular checkup, you don't have to feel unwell to go have a checkup. No, it's better to do that. They are a vital part of maintaining good health, catching issues early, and preventing future diseases. The earlier a health issue is identified, the easier it is to manage or to treat and become and better outcome. Notice why it's easier. The earlier, the quicker uh, issue identified and easier. So critical, earlier to do that. The role of regular checkups and preventive care. So let's look at what are regular checkups. What are they? What's involved?
A regular checkup is a routine visit to your doctor, typically once a year, where your overall health is assessed. During these visits, your healthcare provider will review your medical history, conduct physical exams, and recommend screenings for various diseases. The goal of these checkups is to detect health issues before they become serious problems.
Right, good. So that's what it really is, regular checkup. So once a year, you don't have to wait until you're not feeling well, as mentioned. So the key components of a regular checkup, what are really they? What happens when you go for a regular checkup?
Physical examination. The doctor will check vital signs such as blood pressure, heart rate, and body temperature. Medical history review. Your doctor will ask about your lifestyle, any chronic conditions, family histories of diseases, and medications you're taking. Blood tests. Blood tests can provide valuable information about your cholesterol levels, blood sugar, liver function, and kidney health. Vaccination updates. If you are due for vaccinations, such as flu shots or boosters, they will be administered. Lifestyle assessment. Discussions on diet, exercise, and mental health can help create a more personalized health plan.
Yes, so these are the key components. Physical exam, critical. So some person may feel, well, you know what? I may just go and do a blood test and that's enough. I know some persons who have their, someone who can just recommend blood testing. No, it's not. Physical exam, that is critical. Look at vital signs, your pressure, heart rate. Those are criticals. Of course, medical history is so important, your history. Blood test is can provide valuable information about the cholesterol levels, your blood sugar, liver function, and also your chemistry. Actually, your chemistry of your blood, for instance, chlorine, potassium. You name all of this, and your HB, your hemoglobin, all of that. It determines whether you're anemic or not. And then if one is anemic, additional information, additional tests has to be done to see what is the type of anemia that the person carries. So the blood test, of screening test, is a very good test to be done. Of course, vaccination update. Some of us may need booster doses of vaccination, because the vaccine will probably worn out after a certain time. So, for instance, tetanus booster dose every 10 years. One needs that, especially for those who deal farmers and so forth. They need booster doses of vaccines. And lifestyle assessment, that is so critical. The diet, exercise. You want to make sure that you're not eating and sit down, or your diet, the type of diet one eats, is a is do you have a balanced diet? Is it nutritious, nutrition dense enough? A lot of diets carbohydrate and protein, and that's the body needs much more than that. So that exercise, even mental health, and your mental health, all of that. So that's what checkup means. So the other point is that why regular checkups why are they crucial?
Early detection. Health conditions like hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol may not show symptoms in the early stages. Regular checkups help catch these silent health risks before they progress. Preventative care. Through screenings and lifestyle advice, doctors can guide you in making healthier choices that could prevent chronic diseases. Peace of mind. Knowing that your health is being monitored regularly provides peace of mind, reducing anxiety about potential health issues.
Good. So you see why it's so crucial. Early detection. Early detection. You don't want to stay home and get it surprised that you had diabetes, and then, for instance, they start amputating your toes and then your legs. I mean, this is terrible. Stay home and only, so early detection, hypertension. I know it's not very difficult. Before, it was sort of difficult. Well, it was a challenge to get your blood sugar check, or your blood pressure check, but now you can just walk into the health center or any pharmacy. Any pharmacy now. That's a service that provided all over the world. You go to wherever, Barbados, or these are services that the pharmacy provide. Free health checks, and there's no reason why. So don't pass them straight. You do your blood sugar check, you do BMI, and so forth. All of these regular checkups can help catch silent health risks before they progress. Silent health risks, and those are screening. Preventive healthcare through screenings and lifestyle advice. Doctors can guide you in making healthier choices that could prevent chronic diseases. Peace of mind and peace of mind. Good. Now, what are preventative screenings now?
Preventative screenings are specific tests designed to detect diseases before symptoms appear. For example, breast cancer screening, mammograms, can detect tumors before they are large enough to cause symptoms, while colonoscopies can find colon cancer in its earliest stages.
Right. So these are specific preventative screenings. Mammogram. We'll mention more about that later on. Breast screening can detect tumors, colonoscopies, all of these. So these are critical, and that's I've come across someone who hadn't visited a urologist all his life, and he has symptoms, unpleasant symptoms all his life. No urologist. No, you have to do that. You have to do that. It's always good to do that. Urology, and you must screen. What are some of the types of preventive screenings?
Breast cancer screenings, mammograms, recommended for women typically starting at age 40 to detect early signs of breast cancer. Colon cancer screenings, colonoscopies, recommended for adults over 45 to detect abnormalities in the colon that could lead to cancer. Blood pressure and cholesterol screenings. It's important for detecting high blood pressure and high cholesterol levels, which are major risk factors for heart diseases. Diabetes screening. Routine blood tests can detect elevated blood sugar levels and early signs of diabetes. Prostate cancer screenings. A blood test, PSA test, and a physical exam can detect early prostate cancer in men, especially over the age of 50. Skin cancer screenings. Regular dermatologist visits help in identifying abnormal moles or growth that could
Good.
indicate skin cancer.
Good, very good. So these are types of common screenings. Breast cancer screening, 40 and above, starting at age of 40 and above. Colon screening recommended for adults over 40 to abnormalities in the colon that could lead to cancer. Of course, blood pressure screening, diabetes screening, these can easily be done. Those are easily done. You need to know exactly your status because knowing the status of your blood sugar is critical. Prostate screening for men, and especially if you had a grandparent, parent who had issues with prostate, it's good to do screening. It's good to do screening, prostate screening, skin cancer screening. Also, all of these screenings are critical, and then early detection, early can there can be cure for some of these if it's done at a very early age. Screening, you don't have to have these symptoms. As somebody said to me the other day, intelligent person said to me that no one has ever told him, not his doctor has ever told him, um, the signs of cancer problem. Signs before he go. I say you need to do screenings. You need to do screenings to convince him to go and do a screening. He needs to see the signs and symptoms first. Imagine that he needs to do the signs and symptoms first before he go and do any screening. An intelligent person said that, isn't it? But the other question is why preventative screening save lives? Why is that? Why does preventative screenings save lives?
Early detection. Just like regular checkups, screening helps in identifying health issues early. Early detection significantly improves the success rate of treatments for conditions like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Cost savings. By identifying conditions early, treatment is typically less expensive and less invasive. Better outcomes. Diseases detected in the early stages are often more treatable, leading to better long term outcomes and higher survival rates.
Good. So let's just say this preventive. If somebody within a household and one don't want to go and do screening and said that I will wait until I get symptoms, now it's good to encourage that one as much as possible. Why? Because notice early detection, just like regular checkup, screening can help identify health issues early. It can help improve the success rate of treatments for conditions like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It can help. So always encourage a person, you need to get checkup because what's going to happen, the consequences of not doing it early and doing it too late, the consequences are too great. Because the person is going to be sick, probably bedridden, and then the most of is going to fall on the caretakers and the cost wise to take of it. So just remember that cost savings by identifying conditions early. Treatment is typically less expensive and less invasive. Less expensive. So early o'clock. Then the person don't have to be hospitalized too long, and then you have cost factors. You have the person has to go home. The person, for instance, get a stroke or have a condition that they could have dealt with or prevent the conditions from occurring. Then it's taxing on the rest of the family, isn't it? The caretaker. And of course, better outcomes. Diseases detected in the early stages are often more treatable, leading to better long-term outcomes and higher survival rates. So the disease is detected very early. So again, you don't have to have the symptoms. One don't have to have the symptoms to go and check. We're talking about preventive screenings. We're talking about persons who haven't been to a doctor yet. Need to do that, or even persons who have been to a doctor, you need to continue at least once a year, regular checkup, regular screenings. Those are important. Those are important. Good. So, what is preventative health care? What is preventative health care?
Preventative healthcare refers to the measures taken to prevent the onset of diseases rather than treating them once they have already occurred. This includes vaccinations, lifestyle changes, regular checkups, and screenings. The goal is to reduce the overall burden of diseases and improve the quality of life.
Right, very good. That is it. That is it. Preventive healthcare, prevent measures you take to prevent the onset of diseases than treating them once they have occurred. Measures you've taken, and early measures that has been taken, that can be taken, certainly reduces the impact. So, why is this should be a priority? Why should preventive healthcare be a priority?
Reducing healthcare costs. By catching diseases early, the cost of treatment is lower, which saves both patients and healthcare systems money. Improved quality of life. Addressing health issues early can prevent complications that could negatively affect your quality of life, such as chronic pain or disability. Extending lifespan. Proactively managing health issues can help extend your life by avoiding or mitigating serious diseases that could shorten your lifespan.
Yes, good. We could probably take a quick break and come back to just look at the 2 points.
We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. We are in stock, supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop. Fresh Market Pharmacy has expanded to customers with its new additional location at best price. Two convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875, WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lower. Back to you.
Good. So we're just going to look at key lifestyle choices that promote good health, healthy eating, exercise, avoid smoking, limit alcohol consumption, mental health. We always mention that. So these are lifestyle choices that promote good health, healthy eating, exercise, and no smoking. Of course, common health issues detected, regular blood check. Of course, we mentioned that regular blood pressure and blood sugar screening can help identify risk for heart disease, is the leading cause of death globally. Also, cancer prevention, we mentioned that. Preventive screenings such as mammogram, colonoscopies, and skin cancer checks can detect early signs of cancer, greatly improve survival rates. So, screening again for cancer. And of course, diabetes, blood sugar check, that's critical. Osteoporosis. The other question is, when should you start?
The ideal time to start regular checkups and screening varies by age, gender, and family history. Here are general guidelines. In your 20s to 30s, begin with basic checkups and screening for cholesterol, blood pressure, and diabetes, especially if you have a family history of these conditions. In your 40s, schedule regular mammograms, colonoscopies, and other screenings relevant to your age group. In your 50s and beyond, increase the frequency of cancer screenings and get more specialized tests such as prostate exams for men and osteoporosis screenings for women.
Good. So these are just general guidelines. You may have reasons to change, make the adjustment. Your healthcare provider will advise you accordingly. So these are just general guidelines, but there's a need to do regular checkup. Good. So the lifelong benefits. So investing in regular checkups and preventive screenings is one of the most important things you can do for your health. Investing in regular checkup. These measures help detect problems early when they are more manageable and less costly to treat. They do not only save lives, but also improve the quality of life by preventing chronic conditions and allowing for time timely intervention. By making regular checkups a priority, you are taking control of your health, reducing future risk, and ensuring that you can live a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Start today. Your future self will thank you for it. Yes, so start today. So we review the need for preventative regular checkups, and family members must really help others who are not doing that. It's important to do that because if it's not done, and the diagnosis is made too late, well, just remember it's going to be taxing on those surviving relatives, isn't it? Always remember that. And it's important. Early detection helps, it works, and there's no reason why. And it's so easy to do checkups these days. You can go to your doctor, you can go to the health center, you can go to the pharmacies and ask for a blood sugar check and blood pressure check. So that's what we're encouraging persons to do. So we want to keep reminding you to do that. Feel free to call us at the pharmacy, Fresh Market or Best Price. We can give you additional information or talk to any one of our pharmacists. So we want to wish everyone a pleasant weekend.
Have a pleasant weekend and happy fishing to you as well. All right. How long they biting these days, boy?
No, not really.
Pharmacy has expanded to customers with its new additional location at Best Price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875. WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lowered.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening event, breaking stories, and behind the scenes investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
During the hurricane season, if you are evacuating, leave early so that you are not stranded by flooded roads, fallen trees, wires, and traffic jams, and make sure you have enough fuel in your vehicle and follow routes and highways. A message from Q95 FM Radio.
Sensational savings are here for the summer at Quartz Optical. Get 35% off frames and lenses when purchased on credit, or 25% off cash purchases. Plus, buy one, get 2 free on colored contact lenses. Book your free eye exam appointment online today on quartzoptical.com. Walk-ins also welcome. You can wear it today and pay later. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer ends July 31st, 2025. Conditions apply.
Flow's premium customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or larger. Activate a plan, then scratch through feel your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
Auto Trade introduces our newest line of lubricants, Valvoline, America's first branded motor oil. Valvoline has been formulating and improving motor oil longer than any other brand. From the world's first racing oil to the world's first synthetic blend, Valvoline has been trusted in engines around the world for over 150 years. Make the switch today. Choose Valvoline, the original motor oil. At Auto Trade, we only recommend the best in quality because at Auto Trade, it's more than a vehicle. It's a relationship. Valvoline lubricants, now distributed by Auto Trade.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmet location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor. Biggest brand.
Farming supply. So I ask you, what are you doing inside Bloombox? Do you have a farm? You tell me, that's how it has sought. I've been married 37 years. So come at my money farm. They say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. And then you understand, Bloombox is the most affordable on island. Knapsacks starting at only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive, Goodwill. Second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
David, you sure this car will get us home?
Tonya, I know my God. Trust me. That can take us to town and back on an eater. Wow, not now.
David, I told you to put with Ultratech fuel last week. That gas is longer lasting for sure. It improves fuel economy, saves you money, and maintains vehicle performance. What sort of car man you supposed to be?
What does Ultratech Fuel's greater fuel economy mean to you? You get more miles for less, but only the best in your tank. Ultratech, only Rubis.
It's your rate, your call at Republic Bank.
This rate is great. This rate is affordable. This rate is what I need.
Real options for real financial goals. Build, expand, go for the dreams of the rate you want.
This rate is perfect. This rate is for me.
Your rate, your call. Log on to republicbank.ec.com for more.
If you have an objection to this marriage, speak now or forever hold your...
Don't do it, Tevin! I still love you. I have since the day we stole your mom's car and got matching dolphin tattoos.
Oh, Lordy. Janelle, from spring break away?
Yes, it's me.
Janelle, you move on.
We're like the wedding guest that doesn't ruin the ceremony. CG United Insurance. Good like that.
Are you ready to heal from diseases naturally? Hypertension, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, stress, poor circulation, female disorders, and other conditions? Do you know that diseases can and have been reversed naturally? Join us for the Natural Health and Healing Hour, presented by Roots Herbal Remedies on Friday, July 11th from 6:30 p.m. on Q95. Explore the healing powers of nature's herbarium with renowned herbal physician Deja and Dr. Paula Lockhart, PhD, author of 2 books, Natural Plant-Based Remedies and Herbal Physician's Guide to Food and Nutrition for Health, Healing and Well-Being. Tune in, call in, learn, be empowered. Take control of your well-being. The Health and Healing Hour starts on Friday, July 11th, 6:30 p.m. on Q95. Don't miss it. Call, learn, be empowered. Take control of your well-being.
The hurricane season is here. Being prepared can help you and your family minimize the impact of the adverse weather conditions. Here's a few hurricane preparedness tips from Fine Foods. Know all evacuation routes if you live close to the coast. The first aid kits and prescription drug supplies on hand. If you need to evacuate, bring these supplies with you. Have plenty bottled water, batteries, and flashlights. Always have plenty of non-perishable items and be prepared. A few hurricane preparedness tips by Fine Foods, the biggest distributor of the biggest brands.
Big news, Dominica! Druid Center is now even closer to you with the opening of Druid Center Express. Convenient Currently located on Cork Street, right next to Fresh Market. Get all your home improvement essentials back with everything from tools and paints to home decor and more. Plus, enjoy the same great service you know and trust. Now, just a quick stop in the city. Visit us today at Do It Center Express, your partner in home improvement. Now, closer than ever. From the cradle to the grave, you don't want to be afraid. You need a loan you want to save. You welcome and visitors today. With a commitment to quality. Therefore, you and me was one the family, but now with the community. Making life easy, yes, like anything. No matter who you are, you can benefit. When you bring your mortgage with rates as low as 5% and loans for all your needs. Open an MRA. Save for your golden years and take advantage of our savings product. We will finance your business. Checking accounts, small business loans, wire transfers, and so much more. To see you all the way. Wow. Your community financial partner. NCTU.
All right, Dominique, it's already 9:11, huh? Strange date, huh? 9:11. Oh, there's some rumor going around that, based on my information, is just untrue, huh? Some information circulating that the Triple K band was denied a U.S. U.S. visas to go to the States for the Labor Day. My information suggests that that's not true. I'm talking to sources close to the band. It's just that because of some, I guess, construction or some work going on at the embassy, that process is taking a little longer. So, word of they being denied visas is untrue, okay? Just wanted to put that to rest there. I'll try to get to a member of the band to give you more information. At this time, though, I want to share with you an interview I did yesterday. With Dr.
Yes, it felt like deja vu. Spent a few hours in court this morning, waiting for the most part. But it is linked to the arrest.
All right, Dominica, before we, of course, introduce that repeat of Mr. Dr. Thompson Fontaine, we just want to, a lot of people have been calling on the security minister for a statement as it relates to the shooting that took place and the killing of a young, innocent man there from the Kingsville area, Mr. Bruno, the child of Margot Graham and Alex Bruno, who was killed innocently there while waiting for a bus on his way to work at the aerial tram. So Mr. Blackmore is here. I've been trying to reach him for a couple of days now. He's been very busy. He's always agreed to talk to me, but Everybody wants to hear from the security minister as to what steps, so if any, are being taken there as they continue to take action to stop the gun flow into the country at this time and, of course, prevent such incidents from taking place. Mr. Blackmore, thank you for, of course, reaching out and touching us this morning. What would you say re this violence that took place earlier this week? Good morning, sir.
Firstly, Mark, let me welcome you back. I understand that you're out.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let me express appreciation for allowing me to speak to the audience. And let me say a special good morning to all those who are listening to your program, including those who disagree with me in that school. But as you know, as I heard before, and you know government's position on the whole issue of gun-related crimes and crime on the whole. And let me firstly take this opportunity because Mr. Bruno is somebody I knew very well. I can recall when I first ran, I had about 28 to 26 days to run a campaign. And in the Kenfield area, Veronica is mother, Noreen, Margot, all of them, and were actually front and center of my campaign. So I knew, actually, he has the same name as his father, Alex Bruno. I knew him as a baby. And when he voted for the first time, he was also in my LFU before the age of 18. And when he voted in 2019, I think was the first time he voted. It reminded me that I was the first person he voted for in his life. So somebody with a very quiet disposition. But that having said, anyone who come across this or that in those kind of circumstances is uncalled for. And also those who got injured in that incident. And it is a situation whereby we should not bend our knees before those who intend to disrupt the civility and the peace of this country. The gun-related issues in this country is something that all of us must confront frontally and deal with a certain degree of seriousness and no-nonsense approach. You have seen the police in the recent past more so up in the games. There's a need, of course, for people, for the police to redouble their effort to go after not only those who are actually doing the shooting, but certainly they have been sent by others. And it's a situation where we have to be dismantled, and we must be brave enough from a law enforcement standpoint to confront this because crime and threat and fear of crime will undermine our in this country. And we are too peaceful for that. In the other areas I made mention reference to, at the press conference last week, and so far as crimes are concerned, you have seen a dramatic drop. But we cannot sit and say, okay, is an issue among a certain subculture, is a subculture of society. So let them claim themselves. You see what happened on Tuesday? Somebody similarly who had nothing to do with whatever infraction or feud that is going on between that subculture. But two people, one came across his death at the age of 26, and somebody else who were living a mainstream life, going to work to earn a bread, exercising the labor of industry that we all have been taught to work hard and to be self-reliant. These are the virtues of life that will make you a good woman, a good man. So, and I have something else to say, because I really don't care, because at the end of the day, people point the finger. But some people have to be brave enough to stand up to that. These things will continue to happen when you have complicit to that action. Hypocrisy. You get my point? So we're only concerned when it affects us. When the police go out, arrest people, and the police have to ensure that the matters are properly investigated, and the matters go before the court. There was a crime symposium headed by the Prime Minister then of Trinidad in Trinidad. I was there, along with the Prime Minister and the Attorney General. The Prime Minister spoke. He spoke their mind. There are two lawyers, Mortley and Dr. Al Gonzal, on the issue of the courts granting bail to murders where the highest degree of brutality is being exercised. And they were chastised, criticized as leaders of the country, speaking on behalf of the people who have elected them. Now, when you have this kind of brutality taking place on the street, the loud silence from those who normally speak when a minister or prime minister speak is absolutely ridiculous. You get my point?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I say, so we have to articulate solutions. As we speak, we can recall there was issue about the Bail Act. We are one of the countries with the Bail Act, which we brought to Parliament and passed. There was a clear intention that certain crimes, murder, rape, kidnapping, armed robbery, certain gun-related crimes, grant autonomy to be granted unless certain things actually can be proven. Now, the whole issue of Section 7 of the Bail Act is something that we are currently looking at to remove the discretion from whoever the judge is, to insert his own opinion or views, and to place back the onus on the accused. If somebody is the intention of Section 7, from what I can recall, if somebody, of course, is charged for murder, and you have different forms of murder. You have manslaughter, you can be driving a vehicle, and you bang somebody, or you defend yourself. But when somebody hits and premeditates and comes up, follows somebody, pick on the bus driver running for the life, and comes out and shoots somebody, or shoot three people, or execute somebody by a river, or something, and no police officer, no DPP, we prefer a charge against anybody if there is not some form of evidence tying the person, whether it's circumstantial, whether it's primary evidence, or real evidence. You get my point, I'm saying. It is left to the jury. We have a jury system. They might go to the magistrate court, what they call a preliminary investigation, inquiry, and it goes to the high court. If you make a notice submission is okay, and the merit of it. But of course, those are the issues. So when bail being granted, you understand, in the most stringent, lenient condition, and nobody speaks about it. What the minister speaks about it, he's been attacked. You get my point. So it's not only about when the police arrest people and they're held for serious crime. If you allegedly take somebody's life, you're innocent until proven guilty. It doesn't mean that you should be bailed with the most lenient condition. You get my point. Growing up, you never heard of people being bailed for murder. So what we are doing now, looking at Section 7 to take out the discretion from the judge. And you're in that situation. The other situation is, of course, there's an issue about the time it takes for manual stability. Yeah, it's a bona fide issue. Bro, but let me tell you something. I've been around for a while. I speak to a number of my colleagues overseas. And they said to me, let's exchange places. Because the issue of backlog, where in countries even have a Hurricane Maria, it's even more significant than Dominica. We had Maria in Dominica. Our case file to be reconstructed. 2 years with no court. Then we had COVID. Certainly, you're going to have a backlog of public interest to let go somebody who have been charged and held for murder. What about the victims' rights? Okay? And those are some of the issues that we need to ventilate and to have an adult discussion on. So let us look at the solution, etc. The other issue is, and those who are complicit, the silence, when the police go about doing the work, searching vehicles, doing the work, people obstructing them. The police, a police officer, has the authority throughout the country.
But before you go, Mr. Blackman, I know you're very passionate about that. But I've gotten reports too, and maybe you have to look within as well. There are people who say there's selective searching going on. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on, but the criticism that there's selective justice as it relates to the gun violence, and also within the structure of the police force or police service, there are police officers who may be giving information to the perpetrators when police are are about to go search. What is your defense on that?
No, that is a ridiculous statement and a very unfortunate statement. And this government and me as a minister would not follow something like that. This is a democratic country, and I know of a number of people who have been arrested and charged who are supporters of the Labour Party administration.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you work in public service or work in public service, what I think that needs to be done is an all-out assault.
No, what I'm saying, I'm not talking about the Labour Party or Freedom Party. I'm saying about the police officers themselves who made an obstruction as it relates to giving justice the proper justice.
No, I would not. I mean, that's something I cannot speak to.
Okay.
The police force, let me tell you something. The police force, we have our problems. The police force in Dominica, in my view, what I've seen, and just confirming,
okay,
just last day, what I've seen, one of the most, if not the most professional police force in the sub-region. So,
are you saying there are no bad eggs in the structure of the police office service?
And if I say matter, in any discipline you go, whether in any faculty, in any discipline, you're going to find issues. We're going to talk about human beings. But I do not believe it should be used as a brush to brush the entire police force.
Okay.
I mean, what has to be done is to have systems in place. As you have heard, we have created a position for our new assistant commissioner of police for administration and training, with emphasis on training, and to have specialized units in place like an internal affairs unit.
Mm-hmm.
So the public, in a more transparent way, can actually actually transmit the grievances, and it can be dealt with in a timely and transparent and fashion. So I understand those things there. Understand? And bad actors to be identified and dealt with. You get my point. So, and it's not unique to Dominica. It's an issue in all police forces, and an issue in all other occupations in the public service, in the private sector. You have bad actors. You see, but I salute those who have taken the decision to take the oath and to put on the uniform. Few of us will do that. Okay? And the police officers have to do their work. We have a situation, not that we are the most peaceful in the Caribbean, but we cannot say that and allow that phenomenon, that gun phenomenon, where innocent people are being shot, while young men are being used by others to perpetrate and to commit crimes of the highest nature. And that in itself ought not to be tolerated.
How do you defend the persons who say or criticize that say that, of course, the police is breaking the laws in terms of the Constitution, searching and the persons indiscriminately? How do you defend it when people say that you're breaking the laws? The way that you conduct searches. How do you defend that?
That's very clear. A police officer, the law makes sure the police constable or police officer does not need a warrant to search anybody in the public sphere. Once they have suspicion, a police officer does not need a warrant to search anybody in a public building. A police officer, under certain circumstances, does not need a warrant to enter a home if the police officer is in immediate pursuit of a felon. That person runs into your house under a bed. The police has a right to enter the house and to apprehend that felon. If a police officer has reasonable cause to believe that a crime is taking place in your house, for example, somebody is screaming for help, the police officer has a right, without a warrant, to come to your home and to investigate the matter and to take reasonable action. A police officer does not need a warrant to search your vehicle. A police officer does. If you have a place of amusement where the public has access to, a police officer can come on duty and to put order there. He does not need a warrant. It is established in law, also established under common law. A police officer has power to preserve the public peace. According to if you read, go to 1401. Inlet, bail, public buildings, anywhere the police has any reasonable cause that a crime is being committed. So let us first have an appreciation of our laws. And we'll be talking about a gun situation where people using their vehicles, rentals, drive-by, big day, to shoot people. This is a serious matter. It cannot get worse. police officer does not need a warrant if a reasonable cause. And the reasonable cause being if people are using bikes, vehicles, rental, it means that everybody who's driving a vehicle is a potential suspect. You get my point? Because he doesn't know who is carrying the gun. He has a reason to believe based on what is happening on the street. And I believe there has to be an all-out assault on dealing with a situation of not only guns, the issue of derelicts. The country, there's a sense of looseness where people with core responsibility ask for the law of the country are not doing the work. The issue of derelicts all over the place. Okay? A public health hazard, a public nuisance, okay? A public safety hazard. Okay, well, the law under Section 40 of the Solid Waste Management Act, this is an obligation of owners of derelict scrap metals to bring them in, to take them into an authorized landfill. It also provides the authority to an authorized officer, okay, to give notice and to order the removal of the derelict. And if the owner fails to do so, and the owner cannot be met, that authorized officer has the authority to remove the vehicle, or the vehicles, or the scrap metal. That's what the law says. Was an authorized officer? An authorized officer is an officer appointed by the minister who is responsible for solid waste. You have environmental health officers, people in the village councils. Then you have solid waste officers who are authorized officers. By law, a police officer is an authorized officer. That is why the police, quite rightly so, is moving to remove those vehicles, these derelicts, these nuisances, this to the public, bringing on the value of people's property. And we're talking about green. And the very thing we must stop talking about. You see? And unless, there's one thing to talk about the problem, but what are we doing to solve the problem? Okay, so the government can do certain things from a policy standpoint. More police officers, more resources for the police, looking at our laws, etc., which we're doing. What about the homes? What about the friends? What about the workplaces? What about the churches? When a son is not working anywhere, okay, refuse to go to school and not ensuring that he goes to school. Education is free at the high school level, at state college level. The government is building a center of excellence for vocational skills to be taught. More business money being given to help people to develop enterprise. All the things that the state is doing. What about the role of the mother and the father? What about the family? Those things are not important. What about the priests and the pastors? Their roles are not important. What about the courts? Their roles are not important. Another close. We have to look at it from we need the social scientists to come out and problem to help. There has to be more general disposition. Not only the police officers, but those of us in certain core offices which call responsibilities who are totally indifferent to what's happening within society. And the can put it in a very splendid manner. He characterizes crime as consensus and non-consensus. And there's consensus among us that murder, taking a gun, a knife, and slaughtering somebody is a serious crime. But that kind of perspective must not only be embraced by the police or the government, it has to be embraced by those who have the responsibility to be part of the solution. Do you get my point? That's what I'm saying. Because if we're not careful, so we can have that gun culture going out of hand and getting to a pathological stage. And we don't want gangs in Dominica. So we have to dismantle any manifestation of gangs in this country. And I will stand for law and order outside the government nation.
All right, Mr. Blackwell, I know we're running out of time. Just want a quick comment there. Can you give us an update as to what has happened, the shooting that took place earlier this week? And we heard the reports yesterday of police shooting in one area in terms of, I think they fired some shots and persons were somewhat concerned. Can you give us an update as to what is going on with the incident that took place earlier this week that resulted in the murder of a young man innocently, and the shooting that took place yesterday? We were told that police were involved in some shooting yesterday.
Firstly, the chief of police will be making a statement reference to that shooting incident in terms of the investigation that's unfolding.
Okay.
And so I leave that for the chief of police to do. All I can say that all the support the police need to be given. We look at the laws again to strengthen laws. We're looking right now, Mr. Lyon, the draft man, the draft one of the best in the Caribbean. We're looking at the Firearms Act to strengthen it and to remove the discussion from the court. Your court is gone, okay, you have to go to jail. Okay, you get that point? And stuff like that. You shoot somebody, if you're charged, bailing cannot be an easy exercise unless it's absolutely necessary. You cannot bail somebody knowing that the person is going to do country. Do you get my point? If the law says, I have never seen that. If the law, if the owners ought to be on the accused to say that I will be able to return for my hearing. It's not I'm mad. It can't be for the state to prove. If you've been a flight risk, is a major impediment to you getting bail, and you're seeking bail to travel. How that making sense now? So we are making a mockery of the process, and then we only blame the scared, only blame the minister, only blame everybody else. All of us have to play a role. The government has tried to put in place a bail act with clear intention, but the intention is not being realized. And it's cool. It's a democracy. But let's go back and we look at Section 7 and to tighten it and to remove the discretion from the court. You shoot somebody, you kill somebody, it's premeditated, there's evidence, you are charged, your body has to remain in the custody of the state, and the body is presented before the court to answer a question. And if the court finds you, if a jury system not guilty, then that's it. But we cannot sit and respect decision based on our moods, and because I said something, even if or black man said something, even if black man might be right, you understand? Then the whole thing is a problem. We're acting because at the end we have to be careful. But
I agree now, Mr. Blackmore. 60 seconds. We have 60 seconds. Any updates in terms of the murder that took place earlier? Any police questioning of some gentlemen? Is there people within the court system, within the cells at this time for questioning?
The police chief, I'm aware of the investigation. I'm going to leave it for the police chief, the deputy and assistant commissioner of police, to speak to that. In terms of the shooting yesterday for the police, I support the action of the police.
Mr. Blackmire, we have to go. We have another program, but thank you first. Thank you for reaching out and, of course, speaking to the public. I'm sure there'll be much reaction at the 1 o'clock hour. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jolly's Pharmacy is next. We'll replay that interview with Mr. Blackmire sometime at the 1 o'clock hour, okay?
I hear people say the excitement way too high. All this pharmacy and trust me, even if it's me alone, I go take a fishing boat on 99 days to reach down there. From the of July to the 20th, it's right. Customer appreciation week. There will be cardio jams and helping make a community outreach, big sales and giveaways and double points of prestige day. So don't come alone, bring your family and your clique. Charlie wants to treat you like an MVP all week. You know to find me, you like 10 to 20. Charlie's Pharmacy will never leave you today.
All right, let's say good morning to Ms. Joseph on the telephone at this time. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm well, and how are you?
Trying my best.
Awesome. I'm reporting from Jolly's Pharmacy, Portsmouth this morning.
Oh, you're
And
right in Portsmouth in the north. Okay.
yes, as we are kicking off our Customer Appreciation Week celebrations, we have started this morning at our Portsmouth branch with our clinic. So our JNC clinic is in full swing. You can get your blood pressure, your blood sugar testing, and much more done at Jolly's Portsmouth this morning. And again, it goes from 9 to 12. So we are already seeing people come on in and get these testings done. So we're running smoothly. Happy to say that.
You're running smoothly, you say, huh?
Yes, yes, we are.
So persons are invited to come to Portsmouth at this time, or the other branches to get their testing done, or just Portsmouth?
Right. So the testing, all of the activities this weekend will be in Portsmouth. We are starting off again with the JNC clinic. And then later on today, we'll be moving into our MVP experience. So that starts at 3 o'clock. And during the MVP experience, you can expect a lot of excitement. We have doctors in the house. We will have different booths available where you get to learn about our various products as well as tap into your health. So that will be from 3 o'clock. We have lots of games and prizes to be won during that time. So we hope that persons can come on in. If you're in the Portsmouth area, please feel free to join us now because, again, the health clinic is going on later today. The doctors that will be available are Ms. Talisha Aaron, psychologist, Dr. Hamilton, a pediatrician, and Dr. St. John, a general practitioner. So you can get these checks done with them. And we'd like to thank Triage Health for coming on as a sponsor to provide 15% off any blood tests that are taken today. For those who did not know, Triage has a second branch, which is on top or upstairs of our Portsmouth branch. So as a sponsor, they have come on board to offer a 15% off discount during our MVP experience. This will be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. today. So let's all come on down and take advantage of this sale or of this discount. And again, thank you to Triage for coming on board as partners. And tomorrow is our Megaland. So Megaland, of course, is a day full of fun for the kids where they can come in and experience bouncing castles, face painting. Sweet Tooth Treats will be there from Portsmouth. We will also have a reading corner, which is brought to us by Jolly CM, which is our online store. So with the reading corner, what we have done is invited a few of the authors that we have books listed on Jolly CM, and they'll come in and they'll do a live reading with the kids. So it's an opportunity to get the kids familiar with these local stories. And what I love about these stories is that they really bring the culture to life. You know, the kids are the main characters of the story. So it's very easy for a listener to put themselves into the shoes of the characters. So we have authors Nella Jules, who will be reading her books as well as an additional author's book. So we have Adventures of Amelia, which will be read, and then Cora Richards will be reading on behalf of the main author for My National Dress. And now we have two books from My National Dress, that is the Bob Juliet as well as the GP. And My Furry Little Brother is also going to be featured. And the Little Go-Getters, Gabby and the Little Go-Getters will also be in the house. So we're really excited to have this reading as a feature of Megaland tomorrow. So there's lots to do, lots to see this weekend in Portsmouth. And additionally, our Customer Appreciation Week is all about giving back. So on Sunday, we will be doing a community outreach within the community of Foncole. So this will be based off our mega branch. And that event will start at noon. where we'll be having some drinks and food available at the basketball courts across from our JP Mega. And this will be free food and free drinks. And we're happy to express that the City Council and the chairman have all come on board to support us. We'd also like to thank Josephine Gabriel for coming on board and providing water and quenchy and drinks for the patrons who will be coming out. And we do want to urge all of the sick or shut-in or persons who just want to come out and celebrate with us our 45th anniversary. You are all welcome to meet us on Sunday on the basketball court across from JP Mega from noon. And this will be from noon to 2 p.m. You can come out and get a meal on us. That is Sunday. So we have a full weekend of events going on. And I'd like to take a break before we move on to next week.
All right, stick around, Dominique, and stick around. We're here with our Jolly's Market there on a Friday morning. Stick around for more. Stick around.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening event, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
Yeah, people say the excitement way too high. All this fantasy and trust me, even if it's me alone. We'll take a fishing boat on 99 days to reach down there. From the 10th of July to the 20th is fine. Customer appreciation week. There will be cardio jams and health clinics, mega land, community outreach, big sales and giveaways and double points of prestige day. So don't come alone, bring your family and your clique. Charlie wants to treat you like an MVP all week. You know where to find me, July 10 to 20. Charlie's Pharmacy will never leave you lonely.
Back to you, Miss Joseph. Tell us what else is going on.
All right. So moving on to next week, we will have Prestige Day. That is Tuesday, July 15th, for all of our patrons who have their Jolly Pharmacy cards. Now is your opportunity to take advantage of double points day. So let's rack up those points to be able to take advantage of those discounts. Of course, if you have a card if you had a card and you're not sure where you placed it, you misplaced it, or you need a card, we will have the opportunity to register on the spot, as well as you can get your replacement with the waive fees. So let's take advantage of Prestige Day. That's next to Tuesday. And like Shelly was saying, we will have health clinics. So today's health clinic in Portsmouth, we will be doing the same next week, Thursday, in Roseau. That will be at our Cardio Blaze lot. For those who are unsure where that is our Old Street lot. So that is across from Pappy Shack. It's the lot in between Pappy Shack and LA Duty. You can use that as bearing. But in this lot, we will be offering the same services that you can expect at all of our clinics. That will be your blood pressure, blood sugar test, BMI, and body fat percentage. And you don't have to guess what these numbers mean. At the end of all of these testings, there is a free consultation with our pharmacist so they can explain to you what these numbers mean and provide you with tips and tricks to continue along a path of healthiness. So that is Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then we will conclude that day with our cardio glow. Now, this is the big event for us. Our cardio glow is going to be a glow edition of our usual cardio jam. We'll be holding this on the Bayfront again Thursday, July 17th. And because it's a glow event, we will be starting at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And what's exciting is that we have Signal Combo Band that will be playing for us, and they will be powered by Art and Sound. We'd like to thank Art and Sound for coming on board. We'd also like to thank yourself for coming on board for the Cardio Glow and providing support for us there. It has been an exciting time here. Everyone enjoys the cardio jams that we usually have every year. So this year we will be blocking the road. We'll be on the Bayfront in front of MBD. And you can't miss us. There will be a stage, lights, the glow accessories, music. Let's party ourselves into hell next week, Thursday. And of course, if we're having a Megaland in Portsmouth, we must do so in town. But we will be starting the action at 12 p.m. with a kids clinic. So if your child is unable to make the clinic on Thursday morning, this clinic, July 19th at Mega, is catered specifically to children. You can come in and get these same tests, blood sugar, blood pressure, BMI, and body fat percentage checks done. These checks will allow us to catch anything that might be going on with them during the summertime, allowing them to bounce back and have health for school. So let's catch anything that might be going on with them during the summer so that they can have time to catch themselves and be ready for September. So the kids clinic is from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, July 19th. And then we are rolling straight into our Megaland. Now that's again face painting, bouncing castles. We'll again have a reading corner at our Megaland in Mega. So again, the authors that were mentioned, they will also be present at Megaland. An additional author that will be at Megaland in Fonkole is Rachel Shillingford, and she will be reading The Sea Matador That Could. So there's lots to do and lots to see. An additional author, again, is Hattie Leslie, who has the Stories by Children, volumes 1, 2, and 3. So we have lots to hear, lots of stories that will be told. And again, all of these stories are local stories, bringing, coming to life right before our eyes with these storybooks. And again, if you're overseas and are interested in these books, you can order them from our website via Jolly CM. And so wrapping up, that is Megaland, July 19th, next Saturday. Okay. And I want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors who have come on board for each and every one of our events. And that is Flow, Art and Sound, Josephine Gabriel, Digicel, Triage Health. Thank you to all of you who have come on board to make this possible. Okay, without you guys, it would not be possible. And thank you again to the customers who have continuously come out and support us. Again, we're turning 45 this year, so if you guys hadn't shopped with us with all of this time, we would not be where we are today. So this week is all about giving back to our customers in free health clinics. Of course, the cardio jam is free. Bring a friend and family, your water bottle, your energy, and let's party our way to fitness. That is July 17th. I would like to just roll over all of the dates again because we have so much going on. It can be kind of hard to keep track if you're listening. So today we are in Portsmouth. Right now, the clinic is in full. That will be ending at 12 p.m. Then we will be rolling into our MVP experience from 3 p.m. today at Portsmouth branch. Tomorrow is Megaland. So bouncing castle, face painting from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. On Sunday, we will be on the basketball court across from are JP Mega. And so thank you to Mega Deli that will be providing the food, and Josephine Gabriel who will be providing the drinks. And thank you again to the Fonkole Community Board for allowing us to partner with us and have this done. Tuesday is Prestige Day, so this is all about the loyalty cards. If you don't have one, come on in and get one or have it replaced for free and then experience your double points. Thursday, July 17th in the morning, we'll be having our dance clinic at Old Street Lot and the Cardio Glow on the Bayfront at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, July 19th, we will be at JP Mega in the morning for the kids clinic from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and straight into Megaland so they can get their health checks done in the morning and enjoy themselves right after from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Lots of energy, lots of excitement in the stores, lots to do, and of course, lots of sales. Okay, so bring your wallet. We have lots of sales involved all week long to take advantage of all of your favorite products, a lot of your favorite cleaning products, hair products, makeup. I don't want to give away too much, but just pass through the store and there's a lot in store for you in the week to come. So, yes, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. And I am signing out.
Thank you very much, Ms. Joseph. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to talking to you again next week, same time.
Yes, you will.
Right,
Alrighty.
right here in Q. Thank you. Thank you.
I hear people say the excitement way too high. I told this pharmacy and trust me, even if it's me alone, I could take a fishing boat on 99 days to reach down there. From the 10th of July to the 20th, it's fine. Customer appreciation week. Cardio jams and health clinic, Megaland, community outreach, big sales and giveaways and double points at Prestige Day. So don't come alone, bring your family and your clique. Jolly wants to treat you like an MVP all week. You know where to find me, July 10 to 20. Jolly's Pharmacy will never leave you lonely.
Jolly's Market, of course, all part of the celebration. Jolly is always there for you. Of course, coming up, the Creole Heartbeat, taking a look at the World Creole Music Festival 25 to 25 in 25. The lineup, the guests this morning with Wadix himself, Val Coffey, and Ian Jackson trio. Of course, looking at the lineup for the World Creole Music Festival this year. So stay tuned at 11 o'clock this morning, just before 11, the Creole Heartbeat looking at the World Creole Music Festival lineup. The guest Val Coffey, former director, and of course Ian Jackson, songwriter, and Mr. Waddick himself. So maybe big, or will be big this morning, looking at the lineup. Val Coffey, my friend Waddick, and Ian Jackson. Stick around. That's Creole Heartbeat coming up right here on Q. Our next stop with Belfast. A very packed program. I know a lot of you want to comment on just Mr. Blackmore this morning and his comments on the recent incidents that took place. The shooting of a young man innocently. And of course, a shooting incident. Still trying to get more information there from the police on that one. I'm hoping before the 1 o'clock hour will be updated from the commissioner some top police officer on what happened there in the Cide Rosso. I can tell you the debate has started on my telephone. Given the comments from the security minister, Mr. Blackmore. Stick around. We're going to take a break and we'll come back.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. For more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95. The big station.
Cause I'm on my way. KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good. Cause I'm on my way.
Switch to a Quartz Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. No collateral, minimum documentation needed, approval within 24 hours, and choice of payment terms. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. Visit us in store or apply online at www.quartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Normal criteria and special conditions apply.
Know your favorite store, dial it now. 612-1253. That's Mega. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabishi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram at Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it at Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals. Also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
I see Golo in shopping for farming supplies. So I ask you, what are you doing inside Bloombox? You have a farm? You tell me, that's how it sort. I've been married 37 years. Look at my money farm. They say, no, not woman, like land for farming crops. Then you understand. Bloombox is more affordable on island, not stocks. Not only $57.71. Elsewhere, it's $300 plus. Cutlass seeds, seeding trays, nursery pots, sales of potting mix, all at way better prices than anywhere else. Fertilizers, 3-in-1 multi-tool, and so much more. Located on Federation Drive. The second property on the right after the Valley Link Road and on the corner of Drury Lane and Hanover Street in Rosal. Bloombox. Let's bloom together.
Energy, strength, vitality. The dream that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt, smooth, delicious, refreshing, and taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt there. Vitamalt, vitalized naturally. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunglass juices, Topper snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? Anything, especially today or a hot day. I only want Pine Hill juice. Oh, so fruity.
So tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened or unsweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Asian cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pineal, rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pineal, flavor in every I've got the only juice I want. Pineal juice. Pineal, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
They're smooth. And then their skin is smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
They're how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
I wanna drink Dominica best rum with you. I wanna drink Dominica best rum with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. No right pepper. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. Time today, we go. Okay, my body, my knee, who's ready, full energy. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom! Whoa.
It's in the feeling in our weeks. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are. Get rid of all these bumping. Together going strong. No matter what, we keep things going. Before we go home, it's up in the sky. Celebrate, come let your rhythm flow.
For your chest, we play room number one all over. Number one. Make ready in Dominica. Right here. Baby nice. Baby nice. Baby nice. Baby nice. Baby nice. When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate.
Mouvement créole à Soukir. Tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique. Et puis Radio Q-FM qui a présenté Mouvement créole. Tous les mardis soirs, entre 6 et après-midi. Information, blagues, interviews, l'histoire, proverbe, discussion, reportage, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton peuple créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement créole. À nous faire un rendez-vous, mais tous les mardis soirs, QFM
Kay frappé avec bon power créole. Sont à participer. Qui est nous? Rapidement, tu m'as Mouvement créole. À seconde station QFM. Voici avec nous tous les mardis soirs 6h pour Mouvement créole. Manchester.
Prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial star 129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
Looking for power and performance in your cleaning game? Say hello to Sapolio, the world-class brand trusted by homes across the globe. Sapolio Chloro Bleach kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. Whether it's your bathroom, kitchen, or laundry, Sapolio Chloro gets the job done. And for laundry, try Sapolio Ultra Laundry Detergents with floral, citrus, and gentle baby formulas. Deep cleaning, fresh scent, tough on stains in sizes from 450 grams to 4 kg. Stains won't stand a chance against the polio color stain remover 3-in-1. It removes stains, delivers high performance, and comes at a great price. Available in 550 ml, 930 ml, and 1800 ml. Want something lemony fresh? Grab Sapolio liquid detergent, light, powerful, and perfectly sized at 200 ml. Don't forget to disinfect the smart way with Sapolio disinfectant. Kills 99.9% of germs and comes in pine, lavender, baby, lime, apple, and floral scents. Available from 800 ml to 4.9 liters. Sapolio, clean power, fresh life. Available now at Isa Trading Limited, your favorite shopping location.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? BB style.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Topper snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? On anything, especially today or a hot day. I only want Pine Hill juice. Oh, so fruity, so tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened on sweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Asian cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pine hill. Rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pine Hill, flavor in every drop. I've got the only juice I want. Pine Hill juice. Pine Hill, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
They're smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed.
Send you. Cause where did you come from? Where did you come from, baby? I don't know if it's
I don't know if it's send you, but we're here. Belfast. Good morning to you, lady. How you doing out of here? Long time. How are you?
I'm good, Matt. It's good to have you back.
Good to be back too. Good to be back. Good to see your smiling face again, huh?
For sure.
What's happening at Belfast this morning?
So good morning, and once again you're locked into Belfast in 30 right here on the big station Q95, and you're I've got all the updates, flavor, and fun to get your weekend poured, prepped, and popping. So let's jump straight into the good vibes and the good drinks. For the bold, the smooth, and the strong Guinness is back in full effect. Dark, rich, and roasted to perfection. That signature Guinness taste is everything you need after a long day or to kick off a long night. So whether you're linking your crew at the bar, pairing it with your weekend barbecue, or keeping it cool at home, make sure your fridge is stocked with the original stout boss, which is Guinness. And it's also perfect for mixing into your cakes and your desserts. I know some people love to use Guinness for making desserts,
Mm-hmm.
as we've had some already, and also something perfect for kids and also for sipping when you see it's on a hot sunny day. You have your Sun Blast, which is a great juice option available for the kids. As you see, it's summer and it's summer break, available at all your favorite supermarkets and shops. So get yours before it's gone. And you feel in and then you need to run to, wait 1 second. Now, okay, introducing the smooth, versatile, and island-powered Soca rum. Proudly from Belfast Estate, this clean, clear white rum has a suitable citrus twist and a smooth finish, making it the perfect base for your rum punch, your rum and coke, or a little something to sip on ice. It's good for making your cocktails, especially your pina colada, which my favorite cocktail. So it's perfect to pair with these. And also, Matt, I know a lot of people love their wines, and just to let the customers know, we still have our wine special going on. So we have our woo wines for 2 bottles, or where you get 2 bottles for of white wine for just $40, while you get a woo woo red with that 2 bottles of white wine for free. And you can also purchase it for 1 bottle of white wine for only $13. And remember, that's while stocks last, so get it while it is still available. It's perfect for ladies' night, dates night, or just a little solo sipping on the balcony. So you can stock up today. And the offer is available at our Belfast Estate distribution outlet and our sales. And as I said, it's while supplies last. And at this moment, we'll take an ad break and come back to let our customers know what's popping at Belfast Estate.
The dream that gives us strength for the extra mile. Vitamalt. Smooth, delicious, refreshing, and healthy. Taste it. Rich in vitamin B. Vitamalt, the magical source of energy you know and love. Drink it. Boy, that's nicely. I love my Vitamalt there. Vitamalt. Vitalize naturally. Distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Thomas Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
I want juice! Oh, juice! But only one will do. Want juice? Anything, especially today or a hot day. I only want Pine Hill juice. Oh, so fruity, so tantalizingly, so quenchingly refreshing. A burst of real fruit in every box. I enjoy orange, sweetened on sweetened. How about you? There's many flavors to choose from. Blackcurrant, cranberry, pineapple, Bajan cherry, apple, fruit punch, passion fruit, guava pineapple, pineapple, rich in vitamins, healthy and nutritious. Available in large and small boxes. Pineapple, flavor in every drop. I've got the only juice I want. Pineapple juice. Pineapple, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
They're smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the van, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB nice. DBB fine. DBB nice. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
I don't know if it's where did you come from?
Where did you come from, Belfast? Where did you come from? I don't know if we send this in you. We're here. We're back. Ali. She's laughing. All right. Back to you.
Now, back to letting the listeners know what's happening at Belfast Estate. You know, we love to show love, so I'm going to give a big up to the bars that keep the drinks flowing and the energy glowing. So, shout out to Man's Bar in Woodbridge Bay Highway, holding it down with the cold beers and the cool vibes. Denver's Bar in Belfast, representing in style. Rose on the Highway, always ready with everything Belfast every weekend. One pot container bar, keeping it pouring and keeping it sweet. Now, let's run it back real quick before we head out. Remember, Guineas, bold, smooth, and back in stock. Soca rum, clean, versatile, and perfect for mixes. And Woo Woo Wine deal where you buy 2 white for 40 and get a red free, or you can grab 1 white for just $13, available at our distribution outlet in Belfast and on our sales trucks. And remember, it's while stocks last. And now, if you want to win something great, here's your chance to enter the SIP Win and Fet promotion. All you have to do is buy any 750 ml bottle of Belfast Estate rum, upload your receipt or a photo of the bottle to our WhatsApp line at 275-3188 or 448-3394. And I'm going to repeat that. Buy any 750 ml bottle of Belfast Estate rum, upload your receipt or a photo to our WhatsApp line at 275-3188 or 448-3394. and you'll be automatically entered to win one of those lovely prizes, which is either one VIP ticket to Breakfast Fest or a regular ticket to Breakfast Fest. And you also have a chance to win a Belfast Duo bundle featuring our BB Original and our Rum Punch, of course. So it started on June 30th and it ends July 31st. So do not let the boat miss you and enter to get your chance to win something good. So grab your rums early and keep with Belfast. And that's it from me this week on Belfast in 30, your go-to show for drinks, deals, parties, power, and island flavor every single week on Q95.
Lee, it's always a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you next week, same
For
time.
sure, Matt, for sure.
Have a great weekend. I don't know if it's Sunday, Senor. Belfast. Don't forget at the top of the hour, Creole Habits, Wadix, Val Coffee, Ian Jackson looking at the festival. The World Creole Music Festival coming up.
Where did you come from, baby? I don't know if it's you. Where did you come from? Where did you come from, baby? Bring your spoon. Bring your spoon. People number one all over. Number one. Make ready in Dominica. Right there. People be nice. 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 When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? BB style. BB nice. BB style. BB nice. BB style. BB nice. BB style. BB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate.
Right on cue.
All right. Earlier, I promised you an interview with Dr. Fontaine yesterday, and we're going to do this just now. And right after this, of course, Creole Habit. Stick around for more right here on Q95. Dr. Thompson Fontaine yesterday after he left the court.
You recall that 25 years, it felt like deja vu. Spent a few hours in court this morning waiting for the most part. But it is linked to the arrest. You recall that 25 of us were arrested following the protests of March 19 of this year. And the other groups, many of those who were arrested, they were charged in groups, meaning that they were charged together, charged separately, and appeared by myself before separate or different magistrate this morning. And
You said you were charged separately. What's the reason for this?
yeah, well, separately in the sense that I was picked up by myself and brought in for questioning by myself. I was not part of the lab because you would recall that they charged about two or three different groups of individuals, 24 in all. I made the 20. I was the 25th. But they brought them in together into court when they were initially brought before the court to get bail. They came in groups, but I was brought in by myself and I was arrested sometime in April, I think it was. And I was given a court date of today, which is 10th. I duly appeared this morning before the magistrate, and the case has been moved to September 11th. September 11th is when is the next hearing of this particular case.
So the case before the court, Speak to us directly about this. I mean, because I'm a little confused. You were there, you were charged for the same charge with the other 25 or 24, and you're brought in separately.
Yes, so we all have the same charges. The charge is one of what the government claims is riotous assembly.
Okay.
Uh, riotous and unlawful. I think it's riotous, tumultuous, and unlawful assembly, or words to that effect. So we all have the same charges. Again, because the process is a bit different. I'm not sure why I'm being treated in that particular manner, but it felt so much like deja vu because you recall for the previous case before the magistrate's court, because we'd have to do again it's another protest. Well, it was actually a protest. It was a public meeting that we had at the Nextly Financial Center in 2017. And if you recall, for that particular case, I made over 20 appearances before the magistrate's court. And then in the very first appearance before the High Court, the case was dismissed. Now, interestingly enough, Matt, this is not even over. I thought this particular case was over because I'll come back to the current one now. But just to go back very briefly, it's important to put some context to all of this. The magistrate, the High Court, after almost 8 years, basically before the court, all that time in the magistrate's court, we finally got before the High Court. The High Court threw the case. Thought it was the term the High Court used was that it was malicious, that the whole process was unwarranted and so on, and we went through all of that. And then the High Court ruled was very specific that I should not be tried for any stuff related to that, to what happened to the facts of 2017. I should not be brought before the court. But because I had a separate issue in the low court, that of obstruction. So when we went back to court with the High Court order to the magistrate's court, the magistrate basically said, well, the obstruction charge was not mentioned specifically, so it does not pertain to him. He'll continue as is. So we asked leave to go back to the High Court. So my lawyer has actually served the magistrate, in fact, in this case, to basically compel him to quash the obstruction charge that still hangs against me in the low court. So that is going through the process now. Okay, so I have that still outstanding there. Plus the new one, which is the March 19th, that I am before the court. Now, I understand when the first group appeared in court last week, they moved this, I think, to tomorrow, to Friday. I think they have another hearing on Friday, I believe. And there's another group that has a hearing in August. But with respect to me, although the charges are the same, the process appears to be a bit different. They have brought in a high-powered senior counsel from Trinidad and Tobago. So the cost to the state, the cost to Dominica continues to accumulate. The cost to me continues to accumulate because I have to pay every time I go to court. I have to pay for the High Court, pay for the low court, now pay for the low court again. So it's a cost, not only to the public of Dominica, but it's a high personal cost to me as well. And all for simply standing up, all for simply sticking truth to power and, asking government to give us good reform. That was all that was about. And so, the prosecution continues, the persecution of...
But I just don't understand. The persecution continues. Why? I mean, and the High Court, of course, instructed that this case should end. So why is this persecution continuing against you, the leader of the United Workers' Party? Why is this going on?
Yeah, it is hard to understand because the ruling from the High Court was so clear that we automatically believe that based on the language that was used in the ruling, we just thought, well, magistrate looking at this will see it as the High Court saw it. That was malicious, that had nothing to do with justice, that it was all simply because we were in opposition, you thought that would have been communicated to the magistrate, but for some reason, if he figures, well, that's not for him, we have to get his specific ruling from the High Court. So, again, it's a process. It continues. It is still not over. I still have to engage the services of a lawyer to do that, so there's more cost. Plus, the prosecution, I understand, they have appealed the case as well. So there will be an appeal in that case. So it continues, and you wonder why the government of Dominica is so keen to spend all of these millions of dollars to prosecute the opposition at a time when there's no money to buy garbage trucks, there's no money to put supplies in the centers and in the hospital. You wonder about the behavior of this government and if they can really be serious about leadership in this country.
It's very, very, very interesting. Huh? But Thompson, tell us about the United Workers Party. You guys, I suspect the last time you met, I was listening from overseas. There was a meeting down in the Grand Fork area. What's happening on the ground?
But we continue to move forward with a series of town hall meetings throughout Dominica. That's the plan. We have done 3 so far, and we continue with every other Thursday. We are trying to do a different constituency. We also spend time on the ground meeting the constituents, talking to them. But more importantly, we are presenting to them a plan. A plan that we believe will be able to transform Dominica, a plan that we believe will be able to create jobs, will be able to grow the economy, will be able to offer some tax relief to the public, a plan that we believe will be able to offer increased wage increases to our public servants, that will also increase the minimum wage. So we have a very comprehensive plan of action to change this country, to change the direction of this country. And I must say, man, the people of Dominica, they're listening, they're embracing the message. Everywhere we have been so far, it has been very successful in terms of persons that we've been able to reach, in terms of the messaging. And so we're very happy about that. We're not taking anything for granted as a party. We realize that there's a lot of work to be done, even with respect to the confirmation process that is supposed to be starting in September. We have to ensure that persons confirm their names on the list to remain on the voters list. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I'm very, very happy.
How much work you guys are doing in that regard in terms of reconfirmation?
Well, we have not. We are basically waiting. The most we can do is wait when officially the Electoral Commission says that they're ready. They have indicated to the general public that they will start on September 1st. So we are waiting for that day, and from September 1st, we're encouraging all of our supporters to make sure that they confirm their names on the register.
While I was away too, Thompson, I of course I received a shock in terms of you guys, the United Workers Party, received a blow there in the terms of your president, Mr. Lennox Linton, resigning. That must have been a major blow for the party.
But yes, it was, given the fact that, Mr. Linton has been at the center, at the helm of the party for many years, going back to 2013. He served as leader from 2013 until 2022. And from 2022, he was the president of the party. So he has been at front and center in terms of party administration, in terms of party leadership. And as you know, he's been a very articulate voice for issues surrounding governance in Dominica, for issues around the CBI, for just keeping government accountable. He was a very loud and eloquent voice in that regard. So, we certainly want to thank Mr. Linton for his service, not only to the United Workers Party, but to Dominica, because we believe that what he did was in the best interest of the Dominican public. And so it is a loss for us, obviously, but it's not that he's gone away. He's still there. He's still part of the party, and I'm sure he'll continue to make a meaningful contribution.
A lot of people have been asking, but why the United Workers Party has not explained as to why Mr. Lennox Linton just left the party. Can you provide an explanation as to why?
Well, it's something. Well, man, I'm sure at some point you may get a chance to ask him, and I think you'll be in the best place to answer the why of it. But as I said, he's been front and center for many years. And he's made his contribution. He's made a very significant contribution. But as to why he decided to end it now, then that is something that he would need to answer. since he did not, as I've said previously.
So you did not, in his resignation letter, explain just why he resigned.
No, he did not. He did not. So that's why I said he's best placed to answer any questions with respect to that. But for our part in the United Workers Party, we certainly would like to thank him for his service and thank him for what he's done for the country.
In terms of the replacement, will there be an election for presidency of the United Workers Party coming up soon? Have you guys spoken about that just yet? In terms of the executive?
Well, for now, we have a vice president who was elected, and our constitution basically allows the vice president to act as the president until such time when there is an election. And most likely the next election will be at the delegates conference, which takes place every year at the end of the year, unless of course the executive of the party decides otherwise and decides to have an interim president. But for now, Honorable Ronald Charles is acting in that capacity.
So you are very positive that, of course, his footsteps will be, of course, followed, and the party is strong going forward.
But absolutely, as has been seen by our presence on the ground, by our public outreach, we are continuing to work. And the question that always comes up is, do we have all of our candidates in place? I continue to tell people that we are working very diligently on identifying and securing candidates. And rest assured that we will have 21 candidates when the time comes. We do not have everybody in place just now, but it's an ongoing process. We are continuing to seek competent, capable individuals who are willing to sacrifice, really, because it is a sacrifice. It is a huge sacrifice of time, of energy, of cost, of resources, everything else, to be able to do that kind of work. And so we continue to look for those capable individuals who will step up. But it's an ongoing process. We are not where we would like to be, but we're certainly getting there in terms of identifying new candidates.
So you're confident going forward that you can identify 21 candidates for the 21 constituencies, which of course I'm hearing may include one or two women.
But absolutely, we are very inclusive, and youth, women, we are certainly looking to ensure that those are very well represented in whatever slate of candidates that we offer to the Dominican public. We believe that we will be able and we are able to attract very good candidates, because I believe the general sentiment around Dominica now is that the United Workers Party is poised to become the next government. And with that posture, with that frame of mind, with that energy and momentum that has been built, you'll see us being able to attract even more people and even more candidates to our side. So I'm very confident that you will see that. You will see a mix of youth, of women, and of capable individuals who are ready to move this country forward.
You have been, I'm sure, and I've heard reports about that, under tremendous pressure from the other side. Persons attacking your character and your past. You're not bothered about that, no?
But it is very interesting that a few individuals, I'm told, on the other radio station in particular, have been going crazy over, and the best that they can do is to go back to the lies that they concocted when I first ran for office here in 2014. So they have gone back to stuff of over 15, 16 years ago, that most of it that they've made up and contrived, and that is the best that they have. I mean, these guys can be taken seriously.
You think?
It is. We are talking about building this country. We're talking about the future of the country. We're talking about billions of dollars missing, and they are concerning themselves on an almost daily basis, I'm told, about what they allege I did how many years ago now? 2007, 2008, over 18 years ago. I just don't understand it. I mean, is that the best that this government, is that the best that the agents of this government can do to try to bring down the good work that they're doing and to try to destroy this impeccable image that I have been able to nurture over all these years? I mean, none of what they're saying is going to change who I am and what I offer to the Dominican public,
You think it's an act of desperation?
It is. Anybody listening to that will see that. I mean, how else do you explain that? How else do you explain dredging up lies from 18 years ago to try to bring me down 18 years later? How else do you explain that? I think it has to be desperation. And the desperation is coming from the fact that they've seen the tremendous amount of work that we're doing on the ground. They're seeing that the momentum is moving in the favor of the United Workers' Party. And what better way to try to dull that momentum but to try to take its leader down? It's lies. But they tried it in 2014, it did not work. It's not going to work again 11 years later.
All right, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, I'm happy you could engage us here this afternoon. And I'm looking forward to you joining us live sometime in the near future so we can speak. You can speak directly to the public or the people of Dominica. Dr. Fontaine, thank you so much. All right, Dominica, that was Dr. Thompson Fontaine speaking to a number of issues relating to the opposition, not the opposition, the United Workers' Party. I'm sure he'll join us sometime in the near future to speak about some of these issues and you have a chance to interact. But don't forget next year, Creole Habits. Walix is here. We'll be joined by Val Young Bull Coffee and Mr. Ian Jackson. Under the microscope, the World Creole Music Festival and its lineup. That may prove to be very interesting. Stick around. Of course, you heard the interview earlier with Mr. Blackmore, the security minister. With the recent killing and shooting there, gunshots in the city yesterday. We're hoping to explore that later on the Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we'll talk about it. Stick around for more Creole Habits.
Sensational savings are here for the summer at Quartz Optical. Get 35% off frames and lenses when purchased on credit, or 25% off cash purchases. Plus, buy one, get two free on colored contact lenses. Book your free eye exam appointment online today on quartzoptical.com. Walk-ins also welcomed. You can wear it today and pay later. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer ends July 31st, 2025. Conditions apply.
I wanna drink. Dominica, let's roll with you.